Hi Ethan, I just wanted to send you a quick video. Um, can't believe my uncle's gone. And, but anyways, I just wanted to do this video because people keep telling me it's probably best that you do a video like this just in case you come across this video, and you should know. I want you to know, Ethan, if you're not reaching out to me or contacting me or anything because you're afraid of how your dad would feel, or if he'll reject you or be mad at you, you shouldn't be worried about that, honey. You know, that's not your responsibility how your dad reacts. First of all, your dad should never be encouraging you to not have a relationship with your other parent. That's not very healthy, and that's not very normal. We both, had you. You're both, I'm your mom and he's your dad. And you have the right to have a relationship with both of us. And nobody should take that away from you. I shouldn't tell you not to talk to your dad, and he shouldn't tell you not to talk to your mom. And for some reason nowadays, when parents separate, there's always one parent who is more mean than the other. Unfortunately, these separations can get a little bit messy and complicated, and there's always one parent that's more vindictive than the other. And as you can see, I'm sure you can tell who is the more mean parent here. If you remember when you were growing up with me, I always encouraged you to have a relationship with your dad. That's why when you went to live with your dad, you loved him and you were good, because we never talked anything bad about your dad, and I always encourage you to love both of us. Well, I just want you to know that nobody should be putting you, no parent, no friend, nobody should be saying, "Oh, don't talk to your mom," or you should not, definitely shouldn't be afraid of me. You know me, so why would you ever be afraid of me, right? And you have to think about when people tell you stuff about a parent or about somebody because it's not like you haven't seen me throughout the years and you don't know me. I haven't changed. I'm still the same person as I was when you were a child. My love for you has not changed. There has never been anything between us that we did to each other to deserve us to not want to talk to each other. We always had a lovely bond and a strong bond, if you remember. And the only way you would have any reason not to talk to me is if you believe somebody else's lies about me. It's like I said, there's two sides to every story. And when parents love their children, they should not be telling their kids anything like, "Oh, if you talk to your mom, I won't talk to you," or if you try to communicate with her, or if you try to write her or call her, "I won't give you any money," or I won't this, or I won't that. If any of your parents are doing that, that should be a red flag. Like, okay, there's something wrong here. Why is somebody trying to not let me have a relationship with my other parent? You're a half of both of us. You're part your dad and part me. When a parent tries to take a child away from the other parent, it's like they're not accepting the child for who they are, because you are a half of both of us. So if the reason you're not talking to me is because you're afraid, because you live with your dad, that he is going to disown you, he's not going to talk to you anymore, he's not going to love you, it's not going to be the same, or you feel like, "Oh, if I do this, I'm going to betray my dad," or whatever. No, He is not respecting you and your feelings and your boundaries and the love you have for your other parent. He hasn't respected it for many years. I mean, if he's sitting there telling you bad things about your other parent, then that's not good, Ethan. It's not good at all. Um, it's and they're not even true stories, because in order for you to say yes, what my dad is saying or what my mom is saying is right about this other parent, true, you have to verify that it's true. You have to figure that out on your own, because whether it's your parent or not doesn't mean that they make the best decisions and that they're always going to be honest to you with you. Sadly, there are parents out there that don't care to destroy the relationship with the other parent. They want you to only be with them, to love only them, or to have control of you, and you do what they want. You follow what they want, and they manipulate you. So I want you to look at the videos that I put on my Facebook. I made it all public because I want you to listen to what other people are saying. Other psychologists, counselors, coaches are saying about alienation and when parents do this and how it affects the kids. Because if you could read through those videos and listen to them, and really understand what's really going on and look back in your life, you'll be like, okay, there's something not right about this situation. My mom has never done anything to me. Why is my dad really saying all this stuff about my mom? Why is he so interested in me not having a relationship with her? What is the motives behind him doing this? I mean, no parent should ever be telling their child you cannot love or have a relationship with the other parent. That is very concerning when a parent does that. That is not the norm. I've always encouraged you to have a relationship with your mom. With your dad, your brothers. I would never take them away from you. You have the right to love them and be with them as much as you want, just as much as you have the right and love to love me and be with me as much as you want. And no parent should be telling the child, oh no, if you do this, you're not respecting me or you don't love me. Because I've heard those situations too, even when you were little. I'll never forget the stuff you were telling me when you were little. Oh, mommy, daddy says I can't show you love because if you do, I it's like I don't love him. There's actual recordings of you saying this to me, if you don't believe me. So this isn't something that just happened the last 3 years when we haven't seen each other. Your dad has been putting stuff in your head for years about me to create this scenario. And now you're 18, honey, and you have a choice. You have a choice. You don't have to live in a bubble. You don't have to be living in a situation where you're unhappy or you're in a toxic relationship or you feel like you're trapped and you have nowhere to go. You have me. I love you. Give me a chance. Let me explain. You're going to realize a lot of things that what you've been told was not really the truth, unfortunately. And it's very sad. I never thought in my lifetime that your dad would go as far as to jeopardize our relationship. I wanted us to be able to co-parent and you be in both of our lives. Just because we didn't live together and we didn't get along doesn't mean you have to destroy the relationship the child has with the other parent. That's evil. You have the right to love me and you have the right to love your dad. equally. We are both your parents, and we should both be able to love you, and you should be able to spend time with both of us. And you should never feel like you have to choose between us. That's terrible to put any child in that situation. That's just evil and mean. Psychologically and emotionally, he has destroyed you inside and out. You are confused, Ethan. You don't even know where you stand in life because you don't even know what to think anymore or how to feel because you've been deprived of your feelings. You probably have all your loving feelings for me like way deep down inside. Because if you remember our relationship before you stopped communicating with me, and it's not because you stopped communicating with me because I gave up on you. Believe me, I fought for you all the way to the last email I wrote your dad asking to see you. I never stopped going to court. I never stopped fighting for you. I fought all the way. The justice system and your dad is who failed us, unfortunately. And I really wish it wasn't that way. I wish I really didn't have to say that about your dad. I'm actually very disappointed in him for doing this to you. I kept telling him keeping you away from me was going to emotionally impact you and affect you. And now to see that you didn't even graduate. I mean, I can only imagine what you went through in your life. I went through the same hell that you did, Ethan, with your dad. That's why I left. And you can leave too. You don't have to stay. You can come and be with me and go back and see your dad whenever you want. You don't have to live a miserable life if you don't want it. I will help you. I will help you go to school. I will help you find a job. I know people that are looking to help you find work, making really good money, whatever you want to study. I can help you. I have the time and the patience and the love. I want to help you. I want to be there for you. I am so sad that we missed so many years together. It was neither one of our faults, and one day you're going to understand it wasn't our fault. But right now, I need you to just open your eyes and accept that there's two sides to every story, honey. Your mom would never abandon you, never stop looking for you, never stop loving you. I was misled to believe you were in a boarding school for 3 years. And when I finally found you, which you have no idea all the obstacles I had to go through to find you, it wasn't easy, but I was happy when I found you. And I love you for you, Ethan. You are my world. You are everything to me. And I don't need you to be afraid to make decisions because you don't want to upset one parent. You should never be put in a situation where you have to choose and have to feel like you can't do something because you don't want to upset your other parent. You should never have to be put in a situation like that. That's not your responsibility at all. You are not in control of the way your dad reacts or feels. You are in control of yourself and what you want and how you feel and what you want to do in your life. And if you make the decision to one day say, I'm out of here, then take that decision and do it with pride. Don't let anybody control you. Don't let anybody keep you in a situation because you're afraid that, oh, if I do this, they're going to get mad. No. I was in the same environment with your dad, and I left. I was strong, and I left. And your name is Ethan, and you're strong, and you have me in you. And if you're anything like me, you're strong, and you're going to do what's right for you and your health and your well-being, and for you to feel better. And if you're not happy or you're miserable or you're angry or you're confused and you're lost or whatever it is that you're going through and you're like, wow, I feel trapped, you're not. You have a way out. You just need to accept that there's a way out and understand that that when you do this, and if your dad is mad, he won't be mad forever. He's your parent. If he loves you and you say, "Hey dad, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm out." And he gets mad or whatever, it might be for a couple years or whatever, or a couple months. It's okay. He's your parent. He'll love you anyways. So he might be mad at you today, but in a month or two, he'll be fine. But you need to do what's right for you. And you need to learn to make your own decisions. You're an adult now. And don't put yourself in situations where you're completely unhappy and you feel like there is no way out. And you are miserable and you are living life and depression. No. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you happy. I want to see you going places. I want to invite you places. I have your room here for you. I want you to feel like you can come here. You can go see your dad whenever you want. Come and stay with me whenever you want. You have options. You don't need to be somewhere where you're trapped or lost or confused or unhappy. And sadly, the last time I saw you, as a mom, it hurt because I wouldn't be saying all this if I saw you happy, but you looked very unhappy when I spoke to you and I saw you. So I am concerned for you, and I want to help you to feel better. That's why I made this video, and that's why I've been pursuing these videos, and that's why I keep trying to reach out to you. I'm not going away. I don't want to, I'm not giving up on you. I never gave up on you. I asked to see you every single week, and I have all the emails to prove it. Every visitation I tried to see you, but I was denied those visits. This is not my fault, Ethan. And I know it's hard for you to accept that a parent would actually do this to you, and nobody wants to think of their parent as lying to them, not being honest, and trying to sabotage the other relationship. That's very hurtful for any child. And for you to be put in that situation to choose, it's extremely painful, even for me, to know that you were put in that situation. And I tried to tell your dad not to do that for years. That you have the right to love both parents equally and to be in both of our lives. And you have a mom. And you have a mom that loves you very, very much, that would do anything for you. And yep, I love you to the moon and back and always will. All right. Well, have a great day. I just wanted you to know you don't need to be afraid of any consequences if you make a decision. You're an adult, and you need to be strong and make a decision and do it, and know that you're doing it for what's best for you. Okay? And like I told you, you don't need to be worried about how either I or your dad feels. You need to do what's best for you. And if somebody's going to get mad by a decision that you make that's best for you, that's on them. That's not your burden to carry. You need to focus on you and what makes you happy and what makes you succeed in this world. All right? Okay, well, I love you. And, oh, I wanted to show you this bear. This bear is when you were little. Anyways, I thought I would show you him. I still have him. He's on your bed. Okay. All right. Have a good day. Bye.